Welcome back, everyone. My name is Brianne, the Astro Yogini, and today I am happy to announce that the Sun will officially move into Taurus on April 19th. This is great news for us because the luminary planet, the Sun, will leave from Aries into Taurus, which means a less emphasis on Mercury retrograde and Chiron in Aries. So that's awesome. So if you've been feeling the heat and feeling tired and a little bit worn down, well, now we get to sit for a moment and rest and relax in the sign of Taurus, an earth sign, and the planetary ruler is Venus, so it's very much sensual and loves to use the senses, and so this is going to be amazing energy. Again, Taurus is a fixed sign, so Taurus is all about the endurance game versus the quick burn of Aries that we just experienced. The quick burn in Aries is great for beginning things, but not quite to finish it. And so really honing into this Taurus energy and the longevity of this, just knowing it's the long haul, it's endurance, it's chess, not checkers, and being able to sit and experience the moment for what it is instead of what we want. It's a great opportunity for gratitude and being with the ones that you love and your friends and sharing earthly materials or your experiences throughout these transits. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed the flow that I created. It is slow, it is strong, just like the sign of Taurus, and you will get to sit in poses and hold, just really enjoy the strength of what Asana has to offer in different forms. So I'll meet you guys over on the mat. Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll begin standing at the top of our mat. Feet will be hip width apart. Begin to draw that grounding energy through the bottom of your feet by lifting your toes and having them reach towards the sky to activate your arches. Continue following that energy up your legs as you lift your kneecaps, engage your quadriceps. Slight activation to the glutes, allowing for a slight tuck of the pelvis. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and lower your toes back to the mat. Continue following that energy out the front of your body as you draw the belly button in towards the spine and up. Inhale, shoulders up, and on your exhale, soften the shoulders back and down. Continue following that energy down your arms, forearms, palms, and charge out each fingertips as they reach towards the mat. Spine is tall, head is tall, gaze is set straight. Enjoying this pose for what it is, mountain's pose, a great representation of Taurus energy. Today we'll begin practice with Ujjayi breath, also known as oceanic breathing. Inhale, drawing breath in past your throat, your chest, and into your belly. And on your exhale, sigh it out with your mouth closed. On your exhale, you want to press your belly button towards your spine to really just exhale all that air. Inhale again. Pause at the top and exhale, drawing the belly button to spine. 2 more at your own pace. On your next inhale, Think spine is tall. And on your exhale, drop the chin to chest. Inhale, dipping right ear to right shoulder. Really breathing into that side neck. And exhale, dipping the chin to chest again. And inhale over to the left. Continue doing so for 3 rounds of your own breath. Maybe adding Ujjayi breathing with it. Two more rounds. Remaining strong in your mountain pose. Continue drawing belly button to spine. One more round. Inhale, coming back to the center. And turning to the side for you as we'll begin with Sun Salutation A. It's only fitting since the Sun is moving into the sign of Taurus. Still in our mountain pose. Inhale, sweeping the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, leading with a flat back, heart and chest. Crown of the head points down. Taking a bend at the knees, listening to your hamstrings. Today we're going to move nice and slow, indulging in the senses. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulder blades draw towards one another. Gaze is straight down. Exhale, planting the palms to mat as you step, hop, or walk back into high plank pose. Heels reach back, heart reaches forward, pressing firmly into both palms to draw the energy up. Joints are stacked underneath one another. Shift forward, gaze forward as you slowly lower down into chaturanga or four limb pose. Nice and slow. Inhale, pressing into upward facing dog. Shoulders are externally rotated here. Gaze is slightly up. Heart is open. Pressing into the tops of your feet, allowing for the thighs to peel off the mat. On your next exhale, curl the toes and push back into downward facing dog. We'll be here for 6 breaths, so just begin to pedal it out. Check in with your wrists, ensuring wrist creases are pointed forward. Tailbone reaches up as chest reaches towards the thighs, heels reach toward the mat. Walking out, pedaling the feet, maybe bending. Checking back in with the face, relaxing the forehead, unfurrowing the brow, parting the back teeth, maybe nodding the head yes. And shaking the head no. We're taking that Ujjayi breathing and applying it here into downward facing dog. Doing more breaths. One more breath. And as you exhale, drop down to the knees and come into child pose. Coming back up to tabletop position. Take a couple of cat-cows. Stacking joints underneath, knees directly underneath hip. Feet should be able to disappear when you look down. Inhale, dropping the belly, opening the heart. Chin is up for cow. Tailbone points up. Exhale, rounding the spine as you drop chin to chest. Inhale, dropping the belly button, opening up the chest, maybe pushing forward as you fill the front body up with air. Exhale. Do 4 more of these at your own breath. Finding the beauty in this pose. One more. Exhale, coming back to neutral. Spine, tabletop, maybe wag the tail here, shifting side to side, or taking a rest as needed to hero's pose or child's pose. You just are really wanting to enjoy each pose here. Feel the strength of it. Exhale, curl the toes and press back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine. And stepping that right foot up into high lunge. Feet here are in train tracks. Heel reaches down, back leg is strong. Arms reach up. Inhale, lifting the chest, maybe widening your V, your arms into a V. Exhale, cactus arms as you draw back into a deeper back bend. Inhale, straightening up. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Plant the hands down to your mat and take a vinyasa here. And we will all meet downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, drop the knee to chest, chin to chest as you run through the upper back. Planting the left foot, to the top of the mat. Feet are train tracks as you rise up. Back heel reaches towards the mat. Back leg remains strong. Deep bend in that front knee. Knee is stacked over ankle. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale. Exhale into a deeper back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. In your next exhale, plant your hands down to the mat as you take a vinyasa. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog here. Remember, taking rest as needed. You know your body and your limits. If you're being stubborn like a Taurus, or if you do need rest, take it. Even if you are being stubborn, check in with yourself. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to chest, planting the front foot up the top of the mat. Inhale into high lunge. Exhale, drop that back knee into crescent low lunge. Uncurling the toes and pressing to the top of the foot. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, pressing both hips forward as you go into a deep back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, planting the feet, the hands to the mat as you take a vinyasa or simply push back into a downward facing dog. And we will take that to the opposite side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, chin to chest. Plant that left foot to the top of your mat. So you come up to high lunge for breath in. Exhale, drop down on that back knee. Planting the top of the foot to the mat. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, pressing both hip points forward as you open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, maybe going deeper. Two more at your own pace. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant your hands down to the mat and take a vinyasa. And we will all meet in child's pose. Or hero's pose. Roll out your wrist. Taking one hand to heart and the other on top of your lower stomach. Just to reconnect with the breath. If you set an intention for today's practice, reconnecting with your intention. Or just simply enjoy the rest. Coming back to tabletop position. Stacking joints. Wrists underneath elbows, elbows underneath shoulders. Knees hip width. Curl the toes and press back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, rounding the spine, knee to chest, chin to chest. And drop your shin to wrist to come into pigeon, walking that back foot down the mat, staying up high for 3 rounds of breath. Maybe coming down over that bent leg, finding a new edge. Press both palms into the mat as you walk your upper torso back up. Curl the back toes and begin to press up to be able to swing that leg around and push back into a 3-legged dog, letting the body just reset and rebound naturally. Enjoying this. Planting that right foot down to the mat. Inhale, sweeping the left leg up towards the sky. Drawing the knee to chest and shins to wrist. So you come down on that back knee and begin to walk the leg down the mat. Staying up for 3 rounds of breath. Coming down, finding a new edge. Resting the forehead on the mat or staying up. Continue breathing. On your next inhale, begin to press the palms towards the body, walking yourself up, curling the back toes, maybe inching forward to be able to press into 3-legged dog. And allow for a natural rebound. And walking the dog out here. We'll come back down to tabletop position, making our way into simple seated crisscross. Here, take that right leg, bent knee, and stack the knees on top of one another. I gotta readjust because I like the metal too. Pressing down evenly into both sits bones, keeping grounded. Spine is tall, belly button is drawn in towards the spine. Remaining here for 2 more rounds of breath. If this becomes too intense, you can always lessen it and just have that bent leg up, or just simply into a crisscross simple seated. Remember, listening and honoring your body's wants and needs. That's the beauty of yoga. On your next exhale, begin to walk the palms out, leading with a flat back, heart is open. Keeping those sits bones grounded by pressing into your fingertips to draw the sits bones down to the mat. Begin to lower down on top of your legs for a deeper stretch. And you'll be here for 4 rounds of breath. Softening on each exhale for a deeper stretch. On your next inhale, begin to walk the palms back towards your body as you press up. You're going to take your left hand, bend it behind your right hand at the bottom, and you're going to clasp both hands into a bind for cow face. If you need a strap, go ahead and use one here. Perfect time. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Shake it out. Show some wrist, some love. And go in the opposite direction with right hand over the shoulder and then the left hand under to clasp behind your back, possibly in your mid back. Continue drawing the rib cage down towards one another. It's easy to want to dump into the lower back by arching, as there is a slight arch. It's not overly exaggerated. I don't want you guys to get hurt. Exhale, releasing the hands nice and slowly, allowing them to come up, shaking it out to the side, and just simply showing the wrist some love. Being back to unravel from this pose, just take a few windshield wipers, dropping the knees down to the opposite side. Coming back to center and drawing the left leg up as the right leg is bent, to be able to draw the left leg up and over, bent knees to stack and ground into your sits bone here. You can grab your ankles and then shift forward to release, stack them. And remaining here. Again, if this is too intense for the hips, go ahead and lessen up on the stretch. Either left leg remains pointed up, or simply Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, or simple seated. Begin to walk forward, keeping both sits bones grounded. Be here for 5 more rounds of breath. On each exhale, softening deeper into this stretch. One more breath here. On your next exhale, begin to walk your right palms back towards one another. This time we'll start with our left arm drooping over. Right arm goes under to clasp into cow face. And unraveling. On your next exhale, go ahead and unravel, shake it out. And go to the opposite side, noticing the differences per side. This side's tighter for me. Checking back in with your breath. Unfurrowing the brow, parting the back teeth. On your next exhale, go ahead and release. Shake it out. And press back, unraveling the legs. Doing a couple of windshield wipers here as we make our descent to our final resting pose. Coming back to simple seated, we will take a half lotus here. Taking the left leg and draping the foot over the thigh into that hip crease. If this is too intense, just simply you can take Baddha Konasana, or if you would like, you can do a full lotus. I will be enjoying this lovely half lotus pose. And we'll take the right arm, cross it over, left arm over, and take eagle arms. Inhale, raise the elbows, press the palms into one another as you reach towards the sky, and exhale, softening the shoulders away from the ears. Continue pressing out. And we'll be here for 3 more breaths. On your next exhale, go ahead and unravel, shaking it out. Switching out the feet so that the right foot is on top and nestled closely in the half lotus. So left arm is underneath, right arm on top. Drawing the shoulders back down, elbow points up, hands reach out, palms are pressed together. And if this is too much, you can also just do a hug with elbows stacked. 2 more breaths. Exhale to unravel. Shake it out. Shake it in out. Shake it in out. Unraveling the legs. And taking a couple of windshield wipers because it feels good. Letting our practice marinate. Our next one will be coming into either frog or half frog, so whichever your practice allows for. Walk out. I'm going to stay on my mat. If you have a blanket, you could use it as a helper, placing your knees onto it for preventative measurements or just comfort care. We'll be here for about 12 breaths. So if you took the half frog option, I will let you know when to switch out, and enjoy. If you took the half frog variation, go ahead and switch sides. For those of you in a full frog variation, finding a new edge by maybe walking the knees out farther and pressing back to your forearms. Two more breaths. One more. In your next exhale, begin to walk out of it, allowing for the legs to come back together. We'll take this moment to come to our backs, lifting left foot onto knee as if taking a reclined pigeon, and then dropping that left foot over to the side for a different variation of twisted roots. Knee points straight up. You can gaze over your opposite shoulder. Arms can be in T, cactus, or you can be pressing down to your hip crease. Inhale, press into the opposite arm as you lift those legs up, unravel, maybe shift side to side, and switch out. Right ankle onto left knee, and drop over to the left, and look over your opposite shoulder. One more breath. Inhale both legs up towards the sky, unraveling and straightening out the legs. Finding your choice for final resting pose of Savasana. Bringing awareness back to the body, wiggling the toes, the fingers, shifting the hips up and down, and taking 5 breaths to make your way to simple seated. Hands in prayer position. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. It truly is an honor. And I hope each and every one of you that you may find abundance this Taurus season. Namaste.